Well, hello, everybody. It's John Nesbitt here with another quick kind of executive level guide, help, whatever it is you need to whatever you want to call it. These little live streams I'm doing to just give you little things you can do now that you can apply now to get more new patients in your office. Most of these things don't cost any money, including the thing I'm going to cover today, which is how to use Facebook to get oodles of new patients without running Facebook ads. I'm not talking, well, okay, a little bit, but it's an optional part. I'm going to get to that. Just let me get to it. Just let me get to it. I'll quit talking myself. So first of all, what I'm addressing here is the problem where back in the day, when you had Facebook was first new and the earth had still cooled and all that stuff was going on, you could post some things on Facebook and people liked your page and the people would see what you posted and they would react with what you posted and Facebook would show it to all the people who liked your page. And it was kind of like a mailing list in a way. So if you had 1,000 people who liked your page, every time you post something on there, these people saw that post, interacted with your practice, interacted with you, and they'd know who you are, and they come in, and it would have like a marketing impact on them, and that was cool and groovy and awesome and free and amazing, right? Okay, so as time went along, this has worked less and less. I don't know if you've noticed or not. Now you can post it. You post like you're a maniac for days and weeks and months over and over and over, and almost nothing happens. You got crickets. And there's a reason for that. I'm going to cover exactly why in just a second. But this is something you have to solve because it's no longer that easy just to go ahead and post a few things and hope for the best. Or worse yet, I think worse yet to have somebody kind of automatically posting some stuff, just posting stuff to post stuff, or posting stuff that, like, I've seen some of these companies, they'll post the same thing on 5,000 different fan pages across. So you've got a very, Facebook knows this, by the way. Facebook can tell when something is being automatically posted from a service or somebody else who's not you, or organically posted by you in your office. And guess what they discount? They tend to discount the ones that are auto posts, especially if it's the same funny picture being posted on 5,000 different pages. Facebook's not into that. Let me explain why. I've covered this a little bit in the last couple of videos, but Facebook values one thing more than money. They value one more thing more than it's where the money comes from. And where the money comes from is the audience's attention. If they have people paying attention to to the content that's on Facebook, then the people stay on Facebook and they make more money from them because they show them more ads. Groovy. That's the business model. That's why Facebook is free, right? No big deal. The audience is the product. They just don't realize it, but that's why Facebook's free. So Facebook is very careful to make sure that when people see something in their newsfeed, that it's something they want to see, something relevant, interesting, recently fresh to them, something new kind of type of content, right? They like stuff that's new and will pull in attention of a viewer and keep them there. That's what they want. Remember, so if it's the same old reposted thing from 5,000 other websites, it's new, being posted here everywhere. That doesn't do anything for most people. They kind of scroll past that quickly. It doesn't have any real value to the reader. Facebook wants to encourage you to post value for the reader. So if you'll notice, first of all, when you post something yourself on your Facebook fan page, when you post it from your office, you or one of your staff post it yourself, you'll notice it will actually get more play. Now, Facebook doesn't give it very much, but they do give it more. They give it as much as they can, and I'm going to tell you, here's how they decide who sees your posting. So say you post up, hey, we have a brand new decompression machine here. We're so excited. We can't wait for people to try it out, right? Come try it out, right? Okay. Um, well, Facebook will only show that to the people who are most interested already in your page. The reason for this is that Facebook, okay, so if you're on Facebook, you probably like hundreds of things over time. So Facebook, and everybody's like that. So Facebook can't show everything you've ever liked ever to you on the same news feed, right? So they're going to show you the stuff that they know you're already interested in already. And they're going to show it to just a small number of people because they did learn after a while that if they try to show everything to everybody, it just goes crazy and doesn't work. All right. They are going to tend to show more if you post it yourself from your practice, a picture, a quote, a word, whatever, anything that's organically posted by a human. They give that more credibility, right? That's great. Now, that being said, even that is not really enough to make a purely free posted on Facebook campaign work by posting just pictures or pictures from the office or like quotes or funny cartoons or whatever else like that. That's not enough. But there is one thing that is. There's still one kind of post that works like gangbusters. It works phenomenally well. It's got one downside. I'll tell you the downside in a minute. But it's actually the kind of post that people find the most interesting to watch. And that's what you're doing right now. You're watching a live stream, right? Okay. All you do is to do a live stream video is something that Facebook gets very excited about, right? If you notice, they've gone to a lot of trouble to make it easy to do. You just really click a button, send post, go live, and bam, your camera turns on and you're live, baby, right? They made it easy because why do they make it so easy to do? because they know their audience loves it. Their audience loves organic, fresh, live, happening now content. Like I'm telling you, you're watching this video right now. This is happening now. This is John Nesbitt. It's Friday at 1:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Things are happening, right? This is a live thing, and this is new news, and people like that. That's why Facebook encourages you to do that. Here's how they'll even reward you more. If you were to go live on your Facebook fan page and tell people, I'm going to tell you in just a minute what to tell them. I'll give you an idea what the message is for them, because it's super easy for you to come up with content and what to talk about. Like, John, what are we going to talk about? I'll tell you in just a minute. So, but when you go live on your Facebook fan page, the first day you're there, not very many people will see it. Facebook will like, okay, you went live, you did a little post for people, and they'll show it to a few people and see if they liked it. If those people kind of liked it, which means they watched it, they clicked on it, they clicked like on it, anything, just a few people, then the next time you go live, they'll show it to a few more people and a few more people who look like them, right? Next thing you know, when you go live, they're showing it to dozens or hundreds of people. And they're even people who don't necessarily like your page already. They're going to show it to people who are like new in your area who might like the kind of thing you're talking about. Facebook's algorithm starts doing your work for you. They start targeting people for you to show them your video, your live video that you're doing. What's great about it is if you continue on, I've seen people do just this method, doing nothing else but going live on a regular basis, build audiences of hundreds and thousands and even tens of thousands of people. Can you imagine if you went live from your office and you were reaching 10,000 people? You're going to definitely change the numbers at your place, because people are going to start looking at you as the health authority. Now, let me get into what you talk about. So here's the questions everybody asks about. How long should it be? And what do I talk about? Right? Okay. Super easy. What you're going to talk about is the viewer. Find a problem, find an issue that they have, and help them solve it. Give them some solution. Give them some bit of wisdom and tell them about it. Tell them a little story about it, or give them a little information about it so they understand. You're just basically looking at what problems they have that you can help solve. And you speak to those as best you can. You give them honest, as good information as you possibly can. Kind of what I'm doing here. I'm telling you the best I know, right? So that you can get the best result possible. I'm not holding anything back, right? So that when that person watches the video, they go, wow, that person really knows their stuff. And if you're a doctor, go, that doc really knows his stuff. Wow. Now you're taking a position in their mind as a health authority. And if they need some help, guess who they're going to ask? They're going to ask you. All you have to do is do a video. Now, how that brings in the next question. So if you've done a video like, okay, here's a stretch you could do, or here's what people don't know about hydration, or here's what people don't know about inflammation, or whatever. Not a sales pitch. You're not doing a sales pitch. You're doing purely education. Purely education. You just want to help them. As someone I know says, you want to help. You want to prove you can help them by helping them, right? And once you've helped them, they'll remember that help, and you'll be their go-to person when they need something, right? This is how you build an audience and become kind of famous, right? This is where celebrity doctors come from. They went on TV and gave a bunch of help. If you think about like Dr. Oz, he got famous because he went on TV and gave a bunch of helpful stuff, right? That's a lot of people say, oh, that's helpful. And that's how he became an authority, right? Love him or hate him, that's how he did it, all right? And you can do the same thing in your own local area. All right, now, how long should the video be? Okay, that's basically how much good information do you have to say? And what you want is pick just one topic, one item, one good info nugget per time at a time, one problem to address. You don't have to go on for like an hour or two. People won't watch that. So I'd say between 5 to 10, maybe at the most 15 minutes, right? Depends on what the topic is. So you just get on there. You might, what I do is I prepare a little list of bullet points and I say, okay, I'm going to talk about these things. Here's the problem, and I'm going to make sure they understand what the problem I'm talking about is. Then there's a few solutions, and here's some details of the solutions. And then I go down that list. And when I'm at the bottom of the list, I say, okay, good. Like I'm gonna, so that's all there is to it. You just have to basically show that you know enough and you care enough to tell them. At the end, you always want to give a little offer. You want to say, okay, if you really like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. And by the way, if you are having a health problem that you want some help with, my advice on, just send me a message and we'll talk. And that person will very likely be in your area because Facebook knows where you are, and you can have a chat with that person and get them in as a patient. How cool is that, right? Now you will get people after a while when you get that big 5 and 10,000 person on you, people all over the world doing that. But it's not exactly a terrible thing. You actually take their questions and use that question as the focus for your next talk, your next live, right? So how often should you go live? As often as you want to, but do be consistent. Now I'm going to tell you the huge downside of this entire strategy. The huge downside is this. The first 2 or 3 or 4 that you do are going to be kind of fun, interesting, kind of exciting. Oh, wow, right? The 5th, 6th, 7th, 10th, 11th, 12th ones you're going to do, you're going to start like, oh, not enough people are watching. No one likes this. I'm just wasting my time. This starts to creep in on you, right? And I'm going to tell you, the one people I've seen be successful at it are the ones who did it for 25, 50, 75 times consistently, once a week, once a month, twice a week, 3 times a day, whatever it is. They went regular, regular, regular. And even though it doesn't seem like you're getting results in the beginning, you are. I've noticed I've been doing some live streaming just the last few days. Hey, I take my own advice. Okay. I'm literally giving you advice that I am following at this exact second, right? And I've noticed that the audience has grown and grown and grown each day. Facebook shows it to more and more people. Word kind of gets out, folks interact with it. Facebook gets more and more into it, and it's becoming a bigger and bigger thing. And I'll let you know after a month or two, so I'll be doing this for a while, how it goes. But I've already seen other people do it, which is the reason why I'm doing the strategy myself. I've seen other people have good information, just go out and help people solve problems every day, prove that you know what you're talking about. And at the end, you do something like, hey, I'm John Nesbitt. And if you want me to do your new patient marketing for you, give me a call, thecustomerfactory.com, right? I happen to have a cool little system. I can actually click a button and it makes stuff like this pop up right there, like the Customer Factory Marketing Agency $1 Million Practice Owners Recommend. And if you want to know that service I'm using is called Restream, restream.io. It's kind of cool, but you do not need this. You do not need Restream. You only need Facebook's main interface. That's all you really need to know, right? Okay, so if you like this, go ahead and do the like and subscribe thing. I do have some free downloads for you. I've got help guides on everything from how to schedule people to the winning ads for neuropathy and decompression and all kinds of free help that I've created over time. If you go to thecustomerfactory.com/PDFs, it's right there on the screen down there, right there, right? Thecustomerfactory.com/PDFs. There's a whole page of PDFs for you. Just download a palooza. Just go forth. I got my book is in there, 16 Rules for Chiropractors on Facebook Marketing. It's all in there, and it's all 100% free. Because, like, quite honestly, that's how I prove to potential clients that I know what I'm talking about, is by telling you all about it first. And then if you want to do it yourself, go right ahead. If you want me to do it, well, let's have a talk. You can also on the customerfactory.com page, you can schedule time to talk with me or one of my guys for 15 minutes. We'll do a discovery call and see if it's a good fit. But other than that, that's all there is to that. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.